Nagantaka Prime is an absolute slash monster, and the stat increase compared to the normal version makes it a better crossbow. Is it a good weapon? Yes, you bet it is. Is it a great weapon, and can be considered as one of those guns that you can just grab in your arsenal and use in whatever mission you want? I wouldn't lie to you, that would not be the case for Nagantaka Prime. This Prime crossbow, in my opinion, is good at its best, but doesn't exceed any of the most used weapons in the game. Okay, let me elaborate. You see, Nagantaka Prime sports an increased damage, critical chance, burst fire rate, and magazine size compared to its normal variant. It has very high slash values, and if you will use it against almost all factions, then it will melt them in seconds, especially if you are using the burst fire mode of this crossbow. Well, slash and bleed procs are still meta right now, in case those returning players are asking. With a 4-former build like this, you can eventually shred enemies to pieces in one burst shot. In case you want to know why I choose these mods, then let me explain them one by one. First of all, I choose point strike over critical delay since I prefer a higher fire rate than more critical chance, especially with the burst fire shot. Primed shred is here to increase the fire rate of the burst shot, and also, punch through does help the Nagantaka Prime be effective in combos like using a group and kill setup with Nidus Lava, or even with Vorban's Vortex. Punch through helps you hit multiple enemies that are grouped by the said abilities, and hell, it can even be useful with an ensnare setup since punch through helps you hit those enemies that are behind your target. In addition, you should know that once helped by Garuda or Garuda Prime, the Nagantaka Prime gains 1.0 additional punch through, and when you have primed shred, then you will gain 3.2 punch through, which is very good for grouping setup. Next, galvanized chamber for more arrows, which means more damage, and galvanized aptitude does proc on each arrow, and the burst fire does benefit from this since one shot will give out bleed procs and the element you are using, then the other shots will have the buff of galvanized aptitude, which makes it deadlier. Vital sense obviously for more critical damage, and viral element combination with the aid of these two dual status chance mods to somehow increase the status chance of the crossbow. Viral works well with slash, but it really depends on the faction you are facing. Say, you can go with magnetic with high shield corpus, or even go with gas build, or you can go with corrosive depending on the faction you are facing. Lastly, stabilizer is a must-have for my part, because I just hate the recoil of the gun in its burst fire mode. And lastly, primarily merciless would be a perfect choice for this crossbow, since it grants you not just bonus damage, but also bonus reload speed and ammunition. Speaking of reload, the Nagantaka Prime has this special feature wherein you reload faster when you headshot kill an enemy. Because of this, the stabilizer mod becomes crucial for more accuracy while using the burst mode, but you can also make good use of Xata's Whisper combo with this gun. It actually does give decent damage, and can proc the precision reload buff of the gun quite often. I know I'm always talking about the burst mode here, because it's simply that powerful. Its primary fire can also hit with decent slash and bleed procs. I'm not undermining its primary fire, by the way, all I'm saying is that burst fire mode just simply melts faster than a single target. It is a powerful slash weapon, so why would it not sit on a top tier list? I would say because of its kill speed and universal usability. Most of us here in the grind team community doesn't care any of the meta and would probably just enjoy things the way we want to play Warframe, but I know there are players out there that prefers also the kill speed of a gun and the fact that it can be used in almost all missions. In terms of kill speed, well, the Nagantaka Prime can kill enemies in a real mission, but only one at a time. It's not like any other AoE nuke weapons that can kill multiple enemies at once, and, while testing it, it seems like the weapon itself, without any help from outside sources, can't even down acolytes faster than a normal hybrid melee weapon. I know it's not an issue if you just want to have fun, but, as I have said, not all of us are playing just to have fun in the game. There are those players who value efficiency in a mission, and we should respect how they game, as long as they are not bad-mouthing all of the non-meta stuff in the game, that is. I did not make this video to show you the Nagantaka Prime is a bad weapon. I'm here to show you that the gun is good, but I wouldn't invest more Forma on it and expect it to be a top-tier weapon in the game. 4 Forma right now is enough to have fun with the Nagantaka Prime, and I hope that you will love shredding enemies with its /madness burst fire. Now, let me know your thoughts about this new Prime crossbow in the comment section below. Also, be sure to check out the pinned comment if you wish to join the Platinum Prize giveaway. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.